Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Yoanner. Yoanner is from Cuba, but he lives in Toronto, in Canada. So let's see what Yoanner has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hey,
Hello Yoanner, how are you?
good. How are you? Finally, it worked.
I'm very well, thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time for the interview today. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Am I saying your name right, Yoanner?
Yoanner, yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Perfect, Yoanner. So tell me, where are you from?
So I am from Toronto, Canada. I live here, but I'm originally from Cuba. So I'm Cuban.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And why Toronto?
My family. They moved here when I was still in high school, and I stayed behind in Cuba because I wanted to, I loved the weather and and the fun. But then when I finished high school, then I moved here. Yeah, and I joined them. Mm-hmm.
I see. And do you go very often back to Cuba or not?
I do. I go twice. Sometimes, I mean, before COVID and before all these things happening, I used to go like 2-3 times a year. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whenever I get a chance.
So your parents live in Toronto, but all the rest of your family is back in Cuba?
There is quite a large amount. I have families in Cuba and actually in the UK. From my father's side is in the UK, and then from my mom's side is in Cuba. So.
So your dad is British?
Yes. Yeah.
Where's about in England?
My aunt, I have an aunt that lives in Wales. My uncle lives in London. My grandmother is in Wales as well. So all over the place. Yeah.
I see. So your dad is Welsh?
No, it's from London. But yeah, from London. But he moved to Canada back in, oh gosh, long time ago. Yeah. Back in the 80s or something like that.
I see. And what do you do for a living, Yoanner?
I do marketing, so business, just the boring business stuff. Yeah.
Tell me a bit about your job.
It's sales. So I used to work for a hotel, for a luxury hotel. But then I decided that I wanted to move on from that, and so right now, because of COVID, I'm doing freelance. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Right, so just before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, I would like to tell something interesting about yourself.
Something interesting about myself? Well, I'm always joking. I'm always happy. I'm always smiling, and always cracking a joke. So I think that's something interesting.
Very interesting, for sure, Yoanner. Right, so are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
All right.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question, okay?
Do it.
Let's do it. Right, Yoanner. So just before I start the journey, through the game, there is a question that you don't have an answer for, don't want to answer for some reason, always can change, okay? All very friendly.
Perfect.
First question for you is, who do you count the most for help?
I call my friend. My friend, actually, I have an appointment with him right after this, so there you go.
Is he your best friend?
My best friend, yeah, he's always there. Every time I need something, so we've been friends for forever, and yeah, so that's him, my best Judy.
Good, very good. He'll be very happy to know about that. He'll be very happy.
Yeah.
Next question. For the next question, tell me what's the best part of your job and what's the most challenging part, in your opinion?
So the best part of my job is it's fun. It's very fun. You know, you have to do research, you have to deal with people, you have to deal with clients. There's always new things coming up, you know, and every client is different. Every need is different, and it's always active and proactive. The most challenging part is also that, like, you have to deal with new people, you have to understand them, you have to know what to do, and it can get challenging. And also when you're in the business world, it's sometimes you have to do things that, you know, you don't want to necessarily do, and it can be challenging. So it can be challenging because it can interfere with your personality, and it's, yeah, so that's the thing that is the most challenging for me.
Yeah, sometimes deal with people can be a bit tricky because people, they have different personalities. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
It can be very, it's a challenge for sure.
Yeah.
Next question for you is, do you have any nicknames?
Yes, I do. So one of my best friends, she calls me Yo-Yo. I do have a lot of nicknames because the problem with my name is that it's not everybody can say it. So everybody comes up with a new nickname. When I was a kid, when I was a baby back in Cuba, they used to call me Pombo, which means, when you translate that, it means blonde, like blondie. I was very blonde. my hair was pretty much white, so they used to call me that, and there you go.
And Yoanner is a Cuban name or is more Canadian?
No, I think that my name is actually Dutch in origin. The original name is Dutch, but it's I think when my family, I was born in Cuba, so the nurse that inscribed me, she heard Yoanner, and then she wrote down Yoanner, like just the way it is, and that's how my name came up, because of the nurse. So, and I like it.
And do you have siblings as well?
Siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have 4 brothers. So we are 4 brothers. We're four guys. Yeah, I'm the second oldest.
Oh. And they live in Toronto as well, or?
The older one lives in Cuba, and the 2 youngest, they live in Toronto as well. Yeah.
Very good. Next question. Let's do it. You are a good dancer. Very good.
Oh yeah, Cuban, you know.
Of course, in the blood. In the blood. Right. Next question for you is, what is your funniest memory of a date that you had?
Oh Lord. Okay, so this is gonna be the funniest one, and also the saddest, most embarrassing one.
Oh my God, I'm very excited to hear it.
So I'm sure that, you know, it's probably gonna be okay. So I went on a date with this person, and we went out for lunch, and I had a burger, and I got food poisoning. And yes, it was horrible.
Oh my God.
And we were gonna spend the weekend together, and they were roommates in the apartment, and I spent the entire time, you know, sick. And I was to the point that I said, like, please just don't kick me out. I need some help. I need some support. just bear with me, and after this, you're never gonna hear from me again.
For you, my God, that's so embarrassing, sad at the same time.
It's so sad, so embarrassing, and so funny at the same time. Yeah, it was that was the one.
Oh my God, I didn't want to be in your place for sure. It must be horrible. Oh my God.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. I felt this big.
I'm so glad that this question came up to you. That's so funny. Oh my God. Poor you, Yoanner. Oh my God, poor you.
It was the wrong experience, and we never talk again. Like after that, ever again. I was so mortified and so embarrassed. Like we never ever exchanged words.
That's fun. Next question. Right, next question for you is, what is your favorite weekend activity?
I love camping. So camping is one of the things that I like to do. In Canada, we have a very limited time to do that because our summers are like 2 weeks. But I love doing it. It's one of the things that I like to do, camping and road trips and stuff like that. I love the outdoors. Yeah.
It's interesting saying that because, as I mentioned for you before, that my best friend, he lives in Montreal in Canada. Mm-hmm. And the first time I went to Canada was 2016, and we went camping for the weekends. And I remember my friend, he's French, but he's been living in Canada for the last 7 years, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so we went camping for the first time in Canada, and he loves camping as well. He does all the time. And I remember we went to this place where you pay, you get your wood to, you know what I mean, to find your tent and everything. And we paid, and we were going like to get ourselves ready for the tent. And I was talking to him like in the middle of the road. I was like, oh my God, I would love to see a bear. Like, have you seen a bear before?
Oh, no.
And he was like, oh no, Will, actually I've been here for like 2 or 3 years already. We've been camping like a lot, but I haven't seen yet a bear. I was like, oh my God, I'd love to see. You're not gonna believe it. As soon as I said that, the car turned around and this little bear just crossed the street.
Oh,
Can you
nice.
imagine? It was a cub, like this beautiful black cub. I was like, oh my God, we stopped. I even didn't have time to take my phone. I got so nervous because I wanted to take a picture. I got so excited. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I want to take a picture. And then I couldn't manage because he looked at us and he kind of ran away. But it was so cute. He was like, cute. I can't believe that you come here for the very first time, you already saw a bear. Can you imagine?
I know, I've been living here and I've been doing camping for like, I don't know, I've been in Toronto for 20 years now. And wow. And I've never seen one, ever. But I don't know if I want to see one because they can be vicious, you know, like they can be very tricky. So I don't know if I want to see one.
And my friend said to me, William, he's a cub. He's a very cute, but for sure his mom might be around. His mom might be around. You know
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, and you don't want that encounter. That is dangerous. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. I love Canada.
Nice. There you go. You're welcome here.
Next question. Yoanner, before the next question, when you think about Cuba, what's the best memories that comes to your mind?
My childhood. I love my childhood in Cuba. I was actually talking to my aunt last night. Yeah, I was talking to her, and we were remembering, you know, like the summer times in Cuba. It was lovely. We were all the kids. My grandparents live in the country. And all the kids will go in July and August, which is the summer season in Cuba, and it's the summer break, same as here. We will all go to my grandparents' house. They had a big house in the country, and they had a river, they had horses. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit sick. They have horses, they have like everything, and it was so much fun. All the kids together, and you know, it was amazing. So healthy, so beautiful, so like, you know, sunny. It's great.
And where's in Cuba? In the capital or?
Both. So I was born in Holguin, which is north, on the north side of the island, but in the south side of south portion of the island. So closer to Dominican and Jamaica. Mm-hmm. But then I lived in Havana before I came here. I lived in Havana for a couple of years. Yeah.
Very good. Next question is, what is the nicest thing a family member has ever done for you?
Oh, that is, there's so many. So many. I'm one of those lucky guys that have a very nice family. I love my parents. I love my siblings. And they're always doing nice things to me. So yeah, I cannot even point them out. Everything they do is nice. It's like they're always on top, making sure that everything that I'm doing okay. So.
Oh, that's sweet. Very good. So
Yeah.
you guys are very close. A very close family.
We're very close family. Yes, we are very, very close, very supportive to each other, and my entire family is like that. So it's good. Yeah, even the ones in Cuba and the ones in the UK. So that's a good thing. I'm very lucky on that aspect. So that's good. Yeah.
Good for you. Very lucky. Good one.
Thanks.
Next question. Next question for you is, what made you laugh last time?
You.
Besides me.
All right. I was talking to my friend earlier this morning, and he was having some tequila last night, and he's always making fun of me. So that he made me laugh all the time. So right before this, I was cracking myself up here laughing.
Next question. Right, let's pretend now I'm gonna come to Toronto right now, and what you gonna show me? What's the best place to see in Toronto, in your opinion? That is a must.
That's a must. Okay, so the things that are a must for tourists will be the landscapes. The landmarks. So I will say the CN Tower. I will take you downtown. Maybe Casa Loma. So like those things like that, and then later at night for fun, we're just gonna go clubbing. Not during COVID, but
When the first time I went to Canada, I visited Toronto. I stayed there for 3 days. Mm-hmm. And I got to see a little bit of the city. I was walking. I went to the tower, this CN Tower. What's the name of it?
CN Tower, yeah,
CN Tower, which was amazing as well. Could see the whole city. My God, it's amazing there. And actually, I spent some time. I would spend one day Niagara Falls. So we kind of went to the falls, and we went to see some farms around as well. It was like a day trip.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. I was planning actually to come next this time when I was there in December, but because of the the restrictions and the time as well,
it's not fun.
Yeah. But I had so many people, a few people who participated in the Magic Box from Toronto, and I can't wait to come there one day just to get everyone together. I think it would be amazing to get everyone
That would
together.
be great. Yeah, that would be great. It's that's a good idea. And Niagara Falls it's fun because there's so much to do in there. Not right now because especially in the winter and because of COVID and all that stuff happening, everything's pretty much closed. Yeah. But in a regular day, there's so much to do in there, and it's beautiful too. Yeah.
Very good. Next time for sure. Next time,
yeah.
If you could have been in a event in history, which one that would be and why?
Ooh, I will. If there's a few things that I would like to go back and solve my way. I'm not very into politics or religion or anything, but if I could go back in time, I would go back in time and tell Jesus that his name is being used in many wrong ways.
Good
and
point.
I will ask him to please fix that because many people are using it in a very wrong way, which is wrong.
It's very interesting you saying that, Yoanner, because I was watching the other day as well a Brazilian entertainer. Maybe you know her, Xuxa, Rainha de los Barritos. It's a Brazilian entertainer.
Oh, I think, yeah.
Hilari.
Yes, yes.
Hilari. Anyway, I'm a big fan. I grew up with her in the 80s. Anyway, she was saying something like exactly the same what you said. Nowadays, like back in Brazil, people they use the name of God, the name of their religion in a very wrong way. You know what I mean? They pass the wrong information. They use that, and people. That's what makes religion sometimes like people dislike it because of that.
Exactly. Yeah.
People, you know what I mean? They use that to be a lot of they use that to make people feel wrong about things, make people feel guilty about things as well.
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. It's not inviting anymore.
Yeah.
It's very, yeah, it's not the same.
It's a very good point you said, because she was mentioned the same as well, which is a shame, because religion can be a good thing, you know what I mean? Religion can be a very approachable, can be a, but people they use in a different way. The people who has kind of in power, or they are, you know what I mean? They're like helping people, but instead of the end of the day, they are passing the wrong information. That's what makes religion a bit tricky for people to accept it or deal with. You know what I mean?
Exactly. They're passing the wrong information and portraying the wrong image when it comes down to religion. I don't want to point fingers, but one of the religions I think it does that the most is Christianity in the US. They're very, very, I think they got it. They're making it their way just to exclude people. Instead of including people, they're excluding people. And I think that's sad. It shouldn't be that way. Yeah,
absolutely. I think the church, it's such a powerful, you know what I mean? So it's they have so much power. They could use this power in a very different way, different approach.
Exactly. Yeah.
Different approach.
The world will be a different place if they did that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And people would appreciate more religion. They would see religion a different way, let's say, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Good point. I like this point. Very good. Next question. Yoanner from Toronto. Next question for you is, how would you describe a perfect friendship?
A perfect friendship. Okay. So I'm very lucky to have very, very good friends. There are two girls that we grow up together pretty much. So I don't have any sisters. All I have is brothers, but those two are my sisters. So we are friends ever since childhood. Like ever since I have good memories of me, I remember them. So they're part of the family, and I think that is the perfect friendship, because doesn't matter how far we are, how long has it been since we last chat or see each other. When we get together, the moment that we get together, it's like time hasn't even moved, time hasn't passed. We're back to that point that we last saw each other last. And I think that is amazing, because not everybody can have that. And it's great to have it. It's great to have it, to have that friend that, you know, no matter what you do, they're always going to be there and to back you up and to, you know, to hold you. So it's great. That's for me, that's a perfect friendship.
Yeah, I think best friends, it's like a connection. When the connection is there, it's like a relationship. You don't choose friends; they come naturally. It happens naturally. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You don't go like, okay, this person gonna be my best friend. You're gonna be my best friend. It doesn't work like that. It's the chemistry. And the chemistry is there. That's it.
Exactly. It happens, and you know, it when it happens, it's forever.
Absolutely. Next question. Let's do it. Yoanner, before the next one, you're saying that you've been in the UK before.
Yes. Yeah, I have.
Tell me about your trip here, your memories in the UK when you visited.
So the last trip that I did there was in 2018 or 19. I don't know. It was right before the pandemic. So we went to visit my grandmother, because she cannot travel. She is 95 years old.
Wow, what a bless.
I know, and she looks like the Queen of England, and
I'm sure she is the queen of your family.
Yes, yeah, totally. So we went to for her birthday, which was actually yesterday. Yesterday was her birthday. So yesterday she turned 96. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, and we spent the time there. So one of the most beautiful things that I've seen, I was lucky enough to see snow falling in Wales. We were in Wales at that point. It was beautiful. It was magical. It was falling. Honestly, I have a video of it because it actually caught my eye. Here, when you have a snowstorm, it's disgusting. It's like the entire world is falling on your head and you're like miserable, cold, and you know, it's wet and everything. over there, like the snow was falling so gracefully. It was like in slow motion. It was just like, woo, you know, falling. I was like, this is beautiful. It's like absolutely stunning. So it was great. It was a great trip. We spent 2 weeks in there, and I wanted to go back. That was actually my plan, to go back and spend a couple of months in there, because I love it. Yeah, they just got a new place in Wales, so that's why I'm so excited about it, because it's a new place. They got a farm, and it's beautiful. It's in the country, and it's absolutely stunning.
What's the name of your grandmother?
Sunny.
Happy birthday, Miss Sunny. I hope you had a good time. I hope she watched this video. I hope.
There you go. I'll show it to her.
Next question for you is: describe yourself in one positive word and one negative word only.
Okay, so positive word will be which word should I use? Friendly. I will say that. Negative word: perfectionist. Whoa.
Really? Always being?
Yeah, it gets me sometimes. Yeah, for sure. It's I try to make everything perfect, and that's impossible, because nothing's perfect. So yeah.
Is some work in progress?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. It's been like that for 36 years.
3 questions left for you. Let's do it.
All right.
Right. Next question for you is, I think this question is going to be very easy. What makes you laugh out loud?
Oh, everything.
I knew it. I knew it. Say that.
Everything. There we go. Even this question made me laugh out loud. I'm always laughing. I'm always, I try to be happy, because I don't like being angry. It's a very negative thing for me, and it puts me in a place that I don't want to be. So I avoid it at all costs. And even in my saddest moment, even in my hardest moment, I always try to crack a joke and try to make things, better. And because that's the place that I like to be. So yeah, pretty much anything will make me laugh.
I think people around you, they are very lucky, because I can feel this energy from you, this laugh, you know what I mean? You are very positive, you have this approach personality. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
It's visible. I can see that. I can feel how much you have this joy about life. I think it's a gift. It's a gift, Yoanner, for sure.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thanks.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Right. Next question is, tell us a funny story or a moment that happened to you when you were a child at school.
At school? At school. School in Cuba is not very funny.
Why? Why is that?
It's very harsh. It's sort of like it's a combination of military school with like, it's very very tough. But at the same time, we enjoy our time in there, and Cubans have that thing which I admire a lot about that side of my family. And my friends and the country in general, except the government. They are always happy and always laughing and everything. So, but one funny stuff that I had was a funny story. I was in Boy Scouts in school. So my school was a boarding school. So we had to be in school for 24 days and then go home for 6. And I was in the Boy Scouts team. And my family, because my family lives in Canada outside of Cuba, I had a little bit more access to resources than everybody else in Cuba. I mean, like my other teammates in the Boy Scouts. So I had this rope. I have this piece of rope that my father brought me from his boat, and it was very nice and very easy to use. So my professor, she asked me for the rope, and I didn't want to give it to her. Like she was like, I was like, no. And then finally I lent it to her for the competition, right? She wanted to use it for the competition for the Boy Scouts, so we can do knots and stuff. And I was so anal about it. You have no idea. So up to today, she still reminds me of that that anecdote with the rope, and we laugh so much because I was so protective of my rope.
How old were you at the time?
Oh, I was like probably 12, 11. I don't know. Yeah, I was just a kid, like.
Let's ask a question, Yoanner. Usually, when you think about things, do you think in Spanish or in English, or it depends how?
It depends. It depends. It depends on what I'm thinking and what is happening around me at the moment. One thing that happens for sure is when I'm in Canada and I'm here, I tend to forget Spanish a lot. And then when I go to Cuba, people make fun of me because I have a funny accent with when I speak Spanish. But then when I'm in Canada, when I'm in Cuba, then I forget my English. And or when I'm around my mother too much, we speak Spanish, and then my English start getting all scrambled and everything. So yes, I think in Spanish sometimes, and I think in English sometimes, and sometimes I think in both. Yeah, it's I have little voices in my head.
Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I think it's nice to have both languages. I'm sure your parents back when you were a child, they were talking different both languages with you for you to get used to the both languages, I believe.
Yeah, but I didn't want to learn English. So I was completely against learning English. I think it's because I was in Cuba and nobody else spoke English. So I didn't want to be the one that did it, and so I completely erased English from my memory. Like I didn't want to, and then when I moved to Canada, I have to sort of like pick it up. But yeah, here I am with my accent.
And sometimes can you do the British accent as well because you're dead or not?
Oh no, my dad lost that a long time ago. Only sometimes I tease him and I call him father, but that's it. But that's it.
That's funny. Last question, ready?
Ready, go for it. At the end of this, you're gonna have to. When you come back to Toronto, you're gonna have to teach me how to do Zamba because I don't know how to do it. All right.
You need to teach me salsa, isn't it? From Cuba,
salsa. There you go. You got a deal. You got a deal.
When you come to England, we're gonna swap. I teach you samba, and you teach me salsa.
Deal. Sold.
Deal. Or when I come to Canada, because Canada, it's my godson's there, so I'm gonna try to come there more often than I can. Right. Yeah. So before the last question, Yoanner, through these 2 years that the world's been upside down regarding the COVID crisis, so far, what's the most beautiful, let's say, positive message you took out of this challenge journey?
Okay, so there's a few things. I learned a lot about myself because I've been alone at home, and it's been challenging on that aspect. But I learned many things about myself that I didn't really, I took for granted before COVID. Also, I learned about people around me, and I saw some people through colors, and then other people, through feelings that I didn't know they had before. So pretty much like that. It's been very challenging and very transparent because you can see people for who they really are in their natural habitat. and it's been a learning experience. Yeah,
very good. Okay, next, the last question is, what's the weirdest food combination you have ever tried?
Oh, okay, this is funny. This morning, right here, my tea. Okay, so this is happening right now. This is fresh for you. Like this is like live, pretty much. So this morning I've been drinking tea a lot. I don't drink coffee. I only drink tea. Very British of me. So, but then I realized that I ran out of honey this morning, and I needed honey for my tea. And I was like, oh no, I don't have time to go and go to the store and get honey now before this. So I look into my fridge, and I didn't want to use sugar. I looked into my fridge, and I saw a can of maple syrup. So I'm drinking my tea with maple syrup instead of honey, and it tastes amazing. By the way, it is so yummy.
I need to show you something. What I have here close to me, what I got in Canada this time.
Oh, nice! There we go. There we go.
All the time when I come to Canada, I get that from my friends. I'm gonna meet a friend of mine tomorrow. I brought to him this syrup. It's amazing. I got it before as well.
It is, yeah, it is. It's really nice. And one thing that I just learned about my neighborhood, which I didn't know, and I've been living here for a very long time. We have a very green neighborhood here. There's a lot of trees. A lot of trees, a lot of maple trees. And I didn't know that in my neighborhood association, they actually harvest the maple syrup from the neighborhood trees, and they make maple syrup and they sell it, and they use that money to fix the gardens and everything around the neighborhood. I just learned that about a month ago. I didn't know that, and I think it's amazing. Yeah, there's even an interview on CIBC, I think, or CIBC, CBC.
That's interesting. Absolutely, that's very interesting. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words, and just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
All right. Let's see if I'm waking up. Which one? Sorry, I missed that.
Family.
Family. My family. It's yeah.
How about money?
Money, greed.
How about love?
Trouble.
It can be. It can be.
It can be.
How about life?
Beautiful.
Sex.
Amazing.
Religion.
Trouble as well. Yeah.
How about fear?
Fear. Could be conquered. You know. I don't know. I don't have a word for that right now, but yeah.
Friendship.
Friendship. Beautiful. Amazing. Mm-hmm.
Desire.
Desire. Shopping.
Regret.
None.
Success.
Success. Happiness.
Wish.
A better world.
One word for happiness.
One word for happiness. Love.
One word for Cuba.
There's so many words that I have for Cuba right now. But I'll use one. I'll use one. Beautiful.
How about Toronto?
Toronto, home.
How about Canada? The last one.
Canada, big.
Yes, for sure. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your lovely best friends, what's the most beautiful thing about Yoanner, and what's something that he still needs to improve on, to work on? What do you think your best friend will tell me?
Oh, you will have an earful. I think my friends will tell you what I told you earlier about me. I'm always trying to be happy and set the mood for that. I'm always there for them. Always, no matter what. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Even if I'm holding the world, I'm gonna just let it go and be there for my friends, so to speaking. So it's I'm a diehard kind of friend. So they will tell you that. Things that they will tell you that I need to improve is perfectionism. That's one of the things. Punctuality. That's another thing. When it comes down to my friends, I'm a little bit more relaxed, and I'm like, you can wait 5 minutes for me, okay? I'm in drag queen time right now, so calm down.
It's a Latin blood. It's a Latin blood getting late. It's a Latin thing.
Yeah, I think it is, and it's also like because they're also late for me as well. So sometimes, and I think it's because we are so close. we don't really mind, and we sort of like forget that, you know, it's important to be on time. And yeah, but they will tell you that for sure. They'll be like, yeah, he's always late.
Yoanner, let's play now. Yoanner and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
All right, so let's see. If you had the power to make this world a better place, what would be the first thing you do?
Lovely question. I love this question.
It's a tough one, sorry.
I think the first thing I'll do, if I had the power, if I had a superpower of touching people, you know, those people that are very close-minded, if I had the power for those people to open their minds, at least to understand, at least to be approachable, you know, I think the world would be a better place. I think it would be the first thing that I would work it out. I would, you know what I mean? People, even sometimes when you see something different that you've never seen before, or is different for you, or is funny, or it's not interesting, but respect, you know, let it be, let the person or whatever is happening to be. That's I think the world would be more approachable. People would understand each other in a better way. You know what I mean? I think it's children, they could grow up, like if they could make like a school subject where they could work this out somehow. You know what I mean? I think they would grow up and understand the world and see the world would have a different approach. You know what I mean? So that would be the first thing that I would do. It just to, you know what I mean, make those people understand, open their minds, be more approachable about anything that's, you know what I mean, any kind of issue around the world that people, you know what I mean, people struggle about, or people they have those flags saying, okay, you know what I mean, they stand up for themselves, it doesn't matter what. But if people would see that, you know what I mean, I remember when I arrived in London a few years ago, like almost more than 15 years ago, and I remember sometimes I saw some many things that I never seen before regarding religion, regarding people, different approach. I was like, oh my God, I found it interesting, and something that I never seen. I even didn't understand what it was about. I just found it interesting, and I just thought, okay, it's interesting to see so many different, you know what I mean, let's say tribes, different religions, different people expressing themselves. And it just be approachable. I think if everyone would have this approach of seeing it, and even if you don't, you think it's not for you, or you think it's something that you don't wanna be involved for some reason, but just respect, just let it go, let it be, and I think the world would be a better place. That would be the first thing for sure.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100% on that. Really good answer.
Thank you so much. Yoanner, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
I did, yes, I did. You know, you told me before that you sensed the energy, that I was very approachable and everything. Likewise, I sensed the same, and it was fun. Yeah, thank you, thank you for the opportunity.
So thank you so much for being yourself, to bring this joy to the show. I feel so grateful to and lucky as well that I can connect with people that they have this, you know what I mean, genuine energy, like beautiful energy. You know what I mean? I'm sure people watching the interview, they're going to enjoy as well, and see how it's amazing to see, you know what I mean, people like you, like spreading out this energy. And I think that you're a very transparent person. I think that's the word should be. You know what I mean? I think it's good to see people, even though it's the first time meeting you, but I can feel the energy for you, and it's a good feeling. It's approachable. You know what I mean? That's a good way.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. But before you go, I'd like to share a positive message or positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
Well, I do have a few quotes. I like quotes. I'm a quotes guy, so I'm always like, I'm actually subscribed to receive quotes every day on my mail. One of the ones that I always liked, it's a quote that says, if there is no wind, row. So let's say you're in a boat and there's no wind, row and try to get, you know, where you want to be. And what that means for me is that no matter how many obstacles you find in life, no matter how difficult life can be for you, you have to always find a way to keep on going. And I think that's a good message for not just for me, for everybody.
There's always a way, you know what I mean? There's always something. I know sometimes when you are going through tough times, you think that's, you know what I mean, just this way. But there's after when you look back, you go like, my God, there's always a way to deal with things. You know, as you said.
Yeah.
But you need to go for it. You need to find a way to, you know what I mean, to go after that and try to understand as well. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yoanner, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for the interview. And I hope to see you in Canada one day, or when you come to England or to the UK, you can meet up for a coffee or something. Okay, it'll be a pleasure. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Likewise. And you're welcome here. So
I will come for sure.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.